Hello everyone, welcome back to a different kind of video. We're not gonna have many of these, but we're just gonna be talking about what my view on Apex currently is, because like a lot of my previous content was a lot of Apex and like gameplay stuff for Apex and games like League of Legends, but Apex, I'm a huge fan of Apex. I'm gonna keep streaming it. That's for dang sure, because I am addicted, strangely, just like in any other game. But there is problems with it, and that's to say with every game, you know? Because currently I'm in a position where I want to play it, but there's just so many other good games out there that I want to play as well. And it's like I feel like I'm not entertained enough with Apex as a whole because there's not enough content to go over. And I've been playing since preseason, since the game first came out, since, you know, the Wingman had 12 shots in it, and it was amazing. But I used to play it a lot on console, and now on PC, I stream it. But it has changed, and it changed a lot. It's been 3 years. Of course, it's going to change, but I have issues with it. It's just not enough. It's not as it used to be. And they're removing so much stuff, like the mobile. They've removed mobile, and they also removed arenas from the main game. And arenas was amazing. Like, they said that it didn't perform the way it expected to, but let's be honest here. Everybody and their mother likes arenas. It's a 3v3 fun game mode that anybody can enjoy. Like a lot of good players enjoyed it for ranked. It was really sweaty. It was really appropriate. And then a lot of casual players played it too because they didn't like the aspect of BR. So they had the 3v3 game mode that they could switch to. So, I mean, I don't really know why they removed it, but, you know, you can speculate. But we are going to look at the Apex Legends Harbingers collection event trailer. But yeah,
all right,
this is the
listen
new
up,
event. We'll look at this before we get into the rest.
Apocalypse, we're gonna need a hell of a lot of fire.
Yep, that's Fusy's new heirloom. He gets a guitar.
Good thing your old mate Fusy showed up, eh?
Right, more sated guns. And skulls. Yeah, that's the only part of this
A
new
little
event.
darkness never hurt anyone. That's what you lot are for. Well now, what's this?
You're not the first blemish I've cut away.
24 Omen introducing cosmetic.
This is not magic.
So it's a whole lot of cosmetic and a whole lot of nothing.
The suspense is boring.
Yeah, we do get the OG World's Edge, but
Oh,
to be
this?
fair, come on. That's all we get. Skulls.
Crazy from Houndy. Good for shredding a few blokes too, I reckon.
His heirloom is really cool though. Yeah, that is sick. That little animation there. Nah, that is amazing. I do like his heirloom for sure.
One of my biggest
Here,
challenges.
we'll stop that, and then we'll look at the event here. See what we got. I've already played a bit, but if we go to seasonal, here's what we got. We have a banner frame. The banner frames aren't bad. I like Bloodhounds. Bloodhounds is sick. Of course, they never give anything to Pathy anymore, but it's whatever. The skins. The purple ones aren't all that great, but they're decent for purples, you know? And then we have an Elstar skin. It's not bad. They have these wings. I don't know, like, what would you equate them to? Looks kind of like Pharaoh-y. I don't get the Halloween theme though. All right, little hieroglyphs. Yeah, I guess it ties into the overall event. Harbinger. Yeah. It's more like an Egyptian kind of feel. Like Bangalore's skin is literally Anubis. That's the skin. But it's nice, actually. It has kind of like a fairy feel. I feel all the feathers, but it's not bad. But for Halloween, the Fusey skin, it's nice. It's not bad actually. It's really cool. We'll look at that in a sec. But we have the Bloodhound skin. Nothing changes with this crow. It's not bad. One thing that tripped me up though, Seer's skin. It kind of looked like Horizon's at first because of the like little big head. Bangalore's, we saw Bangalore's. Ash. It's not a bad skin. I like it. I like it. The Gibby, the Gibberton. He has a 6-pack. He is muscular as fuck. Holy. Now people can't say that the Gibber is fat. He is lean. Well, he's not really lean, but he is muscular. He's a power lifter for sure. And we have the golden skins: the Alternator, the L-Star, the Longbow, the Nemesis, the Prowler. I like the Prowler. Ooh, that one's pretty nice. And then we have the Rampage, my nemesis. I hate the gun with a passion. Alright, and then we have Fuse's heirloom, a guitar. It is sick.
This one goes out. This one goes out to all the fine folks back home. Salvo, how you bloody doing tonight?
Nice, nice, nice. And this one. Okay. So, out of the event, I'm probably gonna have to like put an image in screen, but yeah, I'm disappointed in the event because all it has, look at this, about Living Shell Trio. It's very underwhelming. Let's get spooky. Halloween has come to the Apex games with a scary twister trios. Scary twist on trios. Here we go. The limited time item, Rev Shell Grenade. It's a grenade. Find the Rev Shell Grenade amongst other loot. Throw it at your enemies and watch the shell track them down. Okay. So, it's very disappointing because what they basically did was just take not Fuse, but the new guy. What's his name? I don't have him unlocked because I don't use him. Ballistic. There we go. They took Ballistic's tactical and turned it into a grenade. So it basically has the same mechanic. It just follows people, but it's at a slower rate. Even though no matter how fast you move, it will move as fast as you go. And as soon as it starts getting towards you, it'll slow down. When it's like within 40 meters, about, pretty sure. I'm not certain, but about there. It'll start moving slowly, and then you can shoot it. But it's really disappointing that that's the only thing. They did bring back World's Edge in its original form, which I am proud of, and we'll get into right about now. Okay, so here we have the original World's Edge, right? And I loved this map way more for one specific reason. The fact that the POIs had way more to them than they do now. Like, currently right here, instead of this fuel depot that we have right here, there's lava fissure right here where sorting factory is, and then there's the giant thing that consumes lava. I forget what it's called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So, the lava siphon, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. And that is nothing but open. Like, any angle you can get is extremely open, which is one thing that I do not like. Here we have both. It's going to be a little bit blurry because they're a bit separated, which is what I love about the like OG maps, right? This is the OG World's Edge. This is the OG Kings Canyon. We have Skull Town right here. We have water treatment. We have market, bunker. These have stayed the same. Right now there's a phase runner right here, and then we used to have wetlands. Right here was like a good location to fight because it was really open, so a lot of people liked the third party there. But it wasn't where you would go to loot. That you'd go to fight here. If you'd go here, you'd already be looted. You'd rotate in. Skull Town was a big hot drop because there's lots of loot. There's lots of buildings. It was really playable. It was amazing. The more buildings, the more concise, the more intricate each area, each POI is, the better, because it leaves you less open to third parties, and it gives you the ability to reassess your situation within each fight. So say there is a third party that's coming. Oh crud, like, let me back up into a different building, have this location, and have another place to go to, because there's two other teams and they're trying to find people where they are. Like Sorting Factory, for example, that place is huge for a POI, absolutely gigantic. Here we have right here an image of Sorting Factory, right? It is huge from over here to all the way over here, right? This is where the two main fights happen, on this side and then that side, very evenly separated. There's a long tunnel with only one exit, so if you get stuck there, you're kind of screwed, but you have that exit to get out. So if you can make it, you can get out. But it's absolutely ginormous, and even if you're not here, you can go to this building. There's another building behind there. All of these cranes that are up top here, that one back there, this one here, all playable too. So if you have a Pathfinder, you have a Valk, you have an Octane, all of them can get up there. Octane can get it up with his pad. Revenant now too can get up there with his climbing, if you get a certain area. But like this right here, he can most likely climb through that. And it just makes so much possibilities. One thing that I love to do is, if I'm right here as Pathfinder, I grapple the roof right here, and then I swing myself around and I get instant high ground. So if I'm getting shot from in here and I try to run out, I don't have to go to the outside, to the left or to the right, because I can just play up roof, because I swing myself over, and that puts me in a good spot, makes the fight a bit more interesting. I get to heal. They have to reassess their situation before they get third partied, or they have to chase me, And it wouldn't be hard to chase because there's a lot of other movement characters. I'm not saying that Pathy will be home free if he does that, because you have Horizon that will just lift up, and somehow people still beam on that, on her lift, even though they've nerfed it to the ground. But somehow they still hit. You have Valk, you have Revenant again that can climb. Octane pad, Ash ultimate, like there's no shortage of movement in this game, like especially for the movement characters. If you have at least one movement character in your party, you have almost the entire map to explore, because you can just move there. Yeah, Rev is a bit of a solo movement, but Nate, I mean, even if so, you wouldn't want to push that as Rev, because you're climbing up. It puts you in a bad situation. At least Horizon, you can ult, and it's good, so you'd be fine. But yeah, if Apex just took a little bit more time to design their maps, it would be amazing. Because Lava Siphon, the one that they replaced this with, is so open, and there's only basically 1-2 POIs, because the whole thing is one POI. Don't get me wrong, like, it's one big fight, because you can get sniped from any angle unless you're hiding in a corner. But with this, you can move anywhere. You have a huge building that you can move inside, and you'll be fine from outside snipes. Say somebody's hiding over here and you're fighting a team in there. They're not going to be able to snipe you because you're in a building. It's a huge building that you're fighting in. It's not like one small building that like it is now. Especially in Olympus. Olympus is a whole bunch of short, like small little buildings. So if you try to rotate, that's a good chance to get shot. If you rotate in here, through here, say you're over here, and there's team sniping at you over here, you can get in here. You have free cover. You don't have to like risk going here and getting shot all the way towards them. You can go in here, play this backside, and boom, you have free cover. It makes for easier fight. Not easier, but more playable, because they can still push you, and you're still inside. You know, they'll have the high ground. They'll be able to do roof. If you try to go peek, they'll just beam you. It makes for a more interesting fight. The longer that you can stay in play, the better. And it's something that I think Respawn doesn't get, because they're looking at pro players and they'll find angles anywhere, because that's what they do. They play this game for hours on end. So where does that leave the new player? The new player that just got home, you know, wants to play a fun game and has nowhere to hide, because, you know, has no angles, just has to peek into open because there's nothing for cover. Instead, if they took their time to make bigger buildings, you know, make it a lot more interesting, make the fights a lot more interesting within the game, like develop the map way more than they do now, it would be so much more fun. So, you know, like I wouldn't even be playing the game, I'd be exploring the map, you know, like a lot of rats do, that they try and find these little corners. And I think that's hilarious. Like Titanfall, look, like it's a gigantic looking map. What did they do? They looked for little loopholes to try and speedrun, little shortcuts, and eventually they made their way out of the map. I don't know how, but through countless hours of playing that one game, they made it out of the map. But I don't know. Those are just my opinions. If you guys have any other opinions of what they can do to make it better, any other ideas besides what I'm just giving, you know, like give us back arenas, make better maps, because in my opinion, the guns and the movement, everything is perfectly fine. Like it is one of the most mechanically scaled games out there. Like you can create your own movement, like no other game you can do that, you know, besides Respawn's games, Titanfall, you know, all these sick movement games. No mechanics like any other game. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know which direction they're going to take it. So, but as always, that's going to be the end of this video. I have to edit this together. But if you guys did enjoy and want to see more of this content, let me know in the comments. I don't know if I will be doing more of this where I'm just talking about games. But if you guys did enjoy, you know, leave a hit that subscribe button. I am bad at English. It's not my first language, but whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. My webcam's over here, so I should look at this. Bye.